They say the Caribbean Sea was once calm and blue, but then it turned red with blood and fire. The pirates made it a graveyard of ships, and at their head stood a man whose name every shore knew. Blackbeard. Today his name sounds like legend, but once he was just a sailor. No ship, no crew, no glory. He hauled crates in the holds of other men's vessels, took orders, and dreamed of an ocean with no masters. Everything changed when war began. He saw gold flowing through officers' fingers, while sailors' blood washed away their footprints. Then he understood. The only law of the sea is fear. He gathered a crew of outcasts and runaway slaves, men with nowhere left to go, scars on their bodies, hunger in their eyes, and one shared fire freedom. They raised the black flag and sailed for what had once been forbidden. From then on, ships vanished one after another. The sea smelled of gunpowder and smoke. They said a demon had appeared in those waters, one who knew no mercy and sought no forgiveness. They say fear came to him the night the sea itself was on fire. Storm, thunder, black waves. On the horizon, a merchant ship. No cannons, no chance. He stood on deck, silent, then set fire to his own beard. The flames danced in his eyes, and smoke veiled his face, as if hell itself had risen aboard. He shouted, and his crew, drunk with fury, charged into battle. By dawn, the sea was calm again, and the ship was gone as if it had never existed. Since then, when lights flicker in the fog, sailors know it's not a storm, it's him. The name Blackbeard became a whisper that made even royal captains tremble. He was no longer a man, he had become fear itself. His ship, Queen Anne's Revenge, was more than a vessel. It was a floating nightmare. Skulls along the hull, flags soaked in blood from past battles. In the hold, gold, paintings, barrels of wine. Every chest held a stolen life. When he boarded his ship, he smoked 3 fuses at once, and the smoke trailed behind him like a shroud. He spared no one. But sometimes he let survivors go, just so they could tell others who they had met at sea. That's how legends are born, from fear, smoke, and the cries of gulls over blood-stained waves. In every port they spoke of him differently. Some said he sold his soul to the sea. Others that ghosts of the drowned followed in his wake. But all agreed on one thing: better never to see the black flag on the horizon. He struck fast and silent. His men knew every cove of the Caribbean. They hid their treasures in sulfur-scented bays, buried chests in the sand, and vanished into the fog by dawn. Somewhere near Tortuga, they say, he buried a chest full of gold and silver, but whoever tried to find it never returned. The sea does not forgive those who seek another man's secrets. His fame grew, and with it, fear. Even the royal fleet realized it would take an army to stop him. The 22nd of November, 1718, dawn. The sea lay still, waiting for judgment. Queen Anne's Revenge anchored off Ocracoke, his final refuge. He knew they were coming. 2 English ships appeared on the horizon. No flags, but he understood at once. He laughed. Well, see, it's time. When the cannons roared, smoke covered everything. Timbers split. Cries pierced the air. The pirates fought hand to hand, blood mixing with salt water. They say he fought like a demon. 5 bullets in his body, 20 wounds, but he did not fall until a saber cut his throat. When the battle ended, his head was hung from the mast of the English ship, proof that the legend was dead. But the sea never forgot. On dark nights near Ocracoke, Fishermen still see lights on the waves and hear footsteps on an empty deck. They say Blackbeard is still searching for his ship, waiting for the sea to call him home.